Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to build this Z-fold card today using the Spotlight on Nature stamp set and using our paper trimmer to cut the paper to size. I'm also using Designer Series paper from the Delightful Floral DSP. So let's go ahead. I'm going to kind of build the card from scratch again as a request from some new viewers. So I've got a piece of basic white at 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, which will be layered up on a piece of soft sea foam at 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. So that will layer up. I've got a piece of the Designer Series paper at 4 by 2 1/4, and then a 5 1/4 by 4 matte. I did this card on the basic white, and I'm going to do the one in the video on the soft sea foam, and you can tell me which one you like better. So I've cut this at 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by the 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2, and then again at 2 3/4, because 2 3/4 is half of 5 1/2. So this will fold back like this, and then we'll have the Z fold. So again, it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and again at 2 3/4. So I'm just going to get my bone folder out, and we're going to just crease those folds just a little bit more. And I'm going to do some stamping before I do anything else. I'm just going to put that off to the side. I need my 4 1/4 by 2 1/2 piece of basic white, and I'm going to take my basic gray. I'm just going to move this one out of the way for now. I'm going to take my basic gray ink pad, and I'm going to ink it up, and then I'm going to pop the flowers down kind of like this. So we'll do that. Okay, and then I'm taking the butterfly, doing the same thing in my basic gray ink, and then popping that down like that. And then I'm going to take the thanks, and I'm going to pop it down at the bottom like that. Okay, that is all I need the basic gray for. So I'll put that out of the way. Now I'm going to come in. I'm actually just going to let that sit for a minute. What I need to do here is take, again, my basic gray that I'm not finished with, and I'm going to use the leaves from the stamp set, and I'm going to just pop those leaves in like that so that we've got that detail when the card opens up. And at the same time, I'm going to take my 4 by 2 1/2 piece, and I'm going to add the leaves to this piece as well. And I'm actually going to come in again. Just fill that side in like that. And there we go. So I'll just turn that back around that way so you can see the sizes. I'll leave those there so they're in the video like that. And now I need to do my coloring. I've got petal pink in light and dark, and I've got soft sea foam in the light color. So the soft sea foam, I'm going to come in, and I'm going to just color in the leaves. You can use your dark and light and blend it if you want, but there's enough detail in the stamp itself that you don't really need the light and dark. I'm just adding some of the soft sea foam to the butterfly. I just wanted to bring the color in on both. I didn't want to introduce a third color. So I'm going to come in with the dark petal pink and just start following those lines that are already there in the stamp set around. And I'm going to come in and just randomly kind of add some color to the butterfly, and then I'll come in with the light petal pink and just blend those flowers. Now the reason I stamped this and then went away and did other things is because I'm using basic gray. It's not a fixed ink the way the Memento Black is. And if I color on it too much, or when it's too fresh, it will just smear. It'll pick up the gray and it'll blend that gray around. So I'm just coming in and filling in the rest of the butterfly like that. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my soft seafoam and the little scatter dot stamp, and I'm just going to bring this kind of around, creating that little mist of flowers as a kind of shadow around the flowers themselves, and then coming back down this side here and just filling in some gaps like that. Okay, so that's pretty much that done. So now we can just go ahead and build the card. So we're going to layer the front up first. So leave that there. We're just going to flat mount this. You could dimensionalize it if you wanted to, but that's entirely up to you. As always, my cards are just a guideline. You can do the colors you want, you can do dimensionals you want, you can do the bling you want, anything you like. You can use any stamp set you want as well. Okay, now we're going to add our paper to our card. And this is the other side of that delightful floral, and it is really gorgeous. So we're going to layer this up like this. Okay. We're going to leave this blank so that you can do some writing here. You can write here if you want to as well, but we'll leave that blank. So we'll take our 4 by 2.5 piece and we will add that to the front. Again, lining it up, but what we want to do is we want to make sure we're kind of lined up with the other piece so that everything appears to be straight. So that's the card closed, which is pretty enough, and open so you can add some writing. And then we're going to add our front piece here. So we're only going to put adhesive on this side because we want the card to be able to open. And then we're going to layer this up so that we're in the middle. And then we'll just push that down like that. Then we're going to take some of our In Color Shimmer Gems, and I'm going to use the Peach Pie color, but it actually goes really well with both the Calypso Coral that's in here and the Petal Pink of the card. Pop that right down there. And there we go. So that is our Z-fold card, which is our second card in our bundle using the Spotlight on Nature set. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.